this. The Amazonoids look very Native American more than this. I know this kind of looks vaguely Native American, but this is almost, I mean, this is almost more North American than these. The Amazonoids have like thick brow ridges and like a lot more sort of blocky faces in a weird way. It's strange. The Amazonoid is like very different to this. This is almost like, I almost want to say it's gonna be like Pacifoid or whatever, Pacifid, Guatemalan, maybe. That could be. It could be Guatemalan. I don't think it's island or Asian just because the guy is too... He really doesn't look like one. Yeah. Honestly, probably... I don't want to go too south because I don't think it's one of these. I think it's somewhere here. I'm just going to put it in Mexico. I'm just going to put it here. Boom! Okay, okay. Oh, Mexicid. Mexicid. A margid proper probably arrived with one of the earlier migrations to America, typified by Otomi, Purpeca, Pame, Pima of Mexico, as well West Mono and Pomo of California. More mixed in Maidu, Aztecs, Maya, Yuma, Shoshone, and many others over a large area from northern Guatemala to the Great Plains. Although it is often mixed today, it still plays an important role in modern Mexicans. Reddish, medium, sometimes dark brown skin, often straight black hair, rather short, meso, sometimes macroscelic, endomorph, sometimes ectomorph, mesoscephalic, sometimes dolicephalic, mildly hypscranic, mesarine, straight or slightly concave nose with a depressed root, face rhomboid, mildly prognathous, chin slightly receding, visible supraorbital arches, eyes usually not slanted. Interesting. Literature named and defined by Lundman, 1967, who separated it from Californids. Okay, so that is a thing. There are Californids who are often combined with their type by other authors. Interesting. Okay, the Nazis just called them Californids or Margids. The Margid proper is what Eichstätt in 1934 would have coined, apparently. Okay, next. This is gonna be okay. This is gonna be, I want to say, probably more like that's tough. Mongolian-esque. Yeah, I want to say Mongolian. I feel like I usually see Mongolian women younger. Like when you see them in media, it's like, I don't know, or in YouTube videos, it's like the younger ones, and they don't really look like that. I kind of want to say like, what is it called? Like Tunid, to something. Mongoloid. Dude, what? I don't know. They might actually be called Mongoloids. Mongols do not look like that. The Mongoloid men do. The Mongoloid men look kind of similar to that. But the Mongoloid women don't. There's like too much... There's too much like skull shape. Actually on both. Both of their heads are too big to be Mongoloids. But the Mongoloid brow ridge is similar to this. The eye is similar to that. But the nose is a little bit too wide for Asiatics on the man. And the head's a little too blocky. Who would it be then? What else would it be? Maybe like Native Americans? This is kind of similar to like how Amazonoids look because they're more, I don't know how to They kind of have blockier heads like that, but I don't know. The woman's giving like some sort of Mexicanoid or something like that. But I don't know. He needs a kiss. What about the woman is so heavy. It's like Ongoid? No. Do the men look like that? Is there some mixture? Because he's like Asiatic and she's very like what is this called? Oceanic almost. I wonder, is there like a mix of those? They're just not black enough though. Because they wouldn't really have this color if they were Ongoid. Because Tongoids are just black. They're Negroided or whatever. Fuentes parents hashtag wrecked. Clearly Amerindians. Which group though? What kind of Amerindian? Amerindians. Okay, the women now look similar to that, but that's because they like put on more weight than like historically as a species they do. That's not really what like North American natives look like generally. They'll have more rounded faces than these long. The skull is the actual skull shape on this woman is too big to be like a centraloid or whatever they're called. So I want to say Maori, maybe something like that. Maybe like some like subsect of South Mongoloid or something. I don't know though. It's like, what else would they be? Or pygmy? Pygmies for some reason get like weirdly dark and have longer skull shapes, but I don't know. The woman is just throwing me off because she's like not Asiatic at all. Like it's really not, but he kind of is. He has like the skull shape of like a Tungid. And Tungid is like, or a Tunganid or something. Tunganoid. Tunganide is like here. All right, I don't know. I guess I should guess. What do I want to, but I don't know where. I don't really think these are natives. Oh, which ones they would be. Polynesian, maybe Hawaii. That could be because they kind of have bigger skull shapes. They're just a slightly different color. Like that's not really the right color, and it's still not really like the Hawaiian female skull. I don't know. I don't know. I could see like something here, like one of these islanders. Like almost mixed. Because look at how tall the skull is. It's like that feels very like what are they called? The Australian natives, whatever those are. It's like that, but they're whatever. Aztec skull, cone heads. I do see what you mean. Like it is kind of an Aztec skull. I'm so conflicted. Because it kind of feels like that, but I just don't know. I'm torn. I really wanted to go with pygmy. I really almost feel like this is like gonna be, I don't know, something up there. Escanid or something. Escanoid, whatever they're called. Dude, this one's tough. Like, what the fuck am I looking at? What rate? Like, this is actually just like mutt. Like, what the fuck is this? This could be anything. But also, it's not really any of them. Like, this doesn't feel like any of them. I don't know. I'm gonna... Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it's something in North America, but also... or, I mean, like, around here. But also, it could be something here. I'm gonna put it here. Peruvian, maybe. Confirm. Damn, Patagonoid. Really? Wait, really? South Fuegid. The most characteristic Fuegid variety adapted to the cool climate of southern Chile. Named after Tierra del Fuego, often considered part of the Lagoid group. Really? Oh, so it's a Lagoid. Dude, I feel like that's not even on the homework. Like, I feel like it doesn't even like show those on the homework. It shows Lagids or Lagoids. So this isn't Mayan or Aztec though at all. This is very, very, very different than Mesoamericans. Often considered part of the Lagoid group, very ancient, probably arrived with one of the earliest migrations to America. The last survivors of the 20th century were Yaghan and Kawaskar. Their populations rapidly declined during the last decades. Not more than 20 full-blooded remain today. We also found in the extinct Konos, Congos, and other. Okay, so this is like an extinct race. It's mixed in with others. Yellowish, reddish, light brown skin with straight, rarely wavy, brown, black, sometimes blonde hair. Ancient Israelites. Short macroscelic endomorph. I feel like this photo is not doing it justice for what that actually looks like. Yellow, reddish, light brown skin with straight, rarely wavy. I think these are like a bunch of the pictures mixed together is how they get these photos, and it averages out. I think you have very dark people being considered in this group and very light people being considered in this group, and it's making them look really weird. Short macroscelic endomorph with long arms. Dolicho mesocephalic, rather large-headed. Kaime orthocranic with a mildly leptorine, low-rooted nose. Like, I feel like that's not a low-rooted nose. Is that? In the photo? The forehead is narrow, face oblong. Okay, true. True. Relatively high, rather small, supraorbital ridges. Not very developed. Sometimes mild prognathy. I feel like the photo didn't do that justice. Okay, this is definitely, oh, the woman is tough. Okay, this is definitely, what? Sri Lankan? This is like the lost Lemurian race, because this is like black Indian. This is like, wow. Wow. Because that's like just a black, you could just tell me that's a black woman. I mean, that's obviously an Indian, but you could tell me that's a black woman. I'd be like, all right. All right, yes, queen. Yes, queen, slay. But they're also not like, they're not vedids. Vedids are like, Vedids have the same skin color, but you can tell by the female's face on a Vedid that they are like Indian. You know what I mean? The Vedoid, Vedid. I don't know what it's something like that. The Vedic subcategory there is very like that. And then I think there's an Indo Africanoid or Indo, yeah, like something like that. Africanoid. And they're like darker, even darker, but they also still don't really have this skull shape. Like they don't really have this head because it's rounded here. The Indian, the Vedoid, the typical Vedoid is like almost protruding brow ridge. It squares off right here and curves down. It's very archaic, sort of the brow. And then And then the lips are a little thinner, and they're similar chin though. So it really is definitely something Indian. The guy gives it away, obviously. The male though on the what are they called? On the Indo-Africanoid or whatever is more like a Mexican than this. Like he's like, they have like the Mexican mouth and facial hair more than this. I'm gonna say, but it's definitely something here. I'm gonna say like Sri Lankan maybe, or the girl's kind of hot. Ceylon, East Africa, or Southern India. I want to say, yeah, it's like something. Are there islands here? Are there any Maldives or something? I could see that, except I don't think Madagascar has anything like this. Madagascar, these would be on like a lost continent here, basically. This is where Lemuria would be, because there's lemurs here and there's lemurs here, and that's why they call this Lemuria. This is where that would be located. I want to say like Sri Lanka. I don't really know what a Sri Lankan looks like. I don't know what racial group they fall into, honestly. But it's something like this. It's definitely Eastern, Southeastern Indian. Oh, really? Okay. All right. I mean, I was on. Really? There? They're in the... Oh, they're more Chinese then. Maybe. Is that what it is? Or like like Burmese? What are they mixed with? North Dravidian type, related to the Melanids, but with stronger Gondid influence. An important population element in India. Purest in Jharkhand and West Bengal. Particularly in Polarians, typical in Santhal and Ho. Extends west to Rajputana. Transitional to Melanids in East Deccan and East Brachids in Bengal. Black-brown skin, often darker than Vedoids, except for Malids. Curly or wavy hair, short, mesoscelic, ectomorph, sometimes endomorph. Dolicho, mesoscephalic, orthohypusgranic, small-headed, mesoplaturine, triangular nose. The face is high, angular with relatively full lips, similar to carnotids and condids. From the latter, it is distinguished by higher, longer faces, stronger chins, higher foreheads, and absence of prognathism. Yeah, they don't have the brow ridge. That, what did they say? Vedoids. Yeah, Vedoids have. A Vedoid, because the Vedoids look like this. The Vedoids have this skull shape. Vedids. Not Arabian. Vedids. They have like a protruding thing there. And they're more rounded faces. I see that. Yeah, so I wonder, were these like... Surprising, no, because they're like darker. I guess these are all overlapping. But the Vedid has this rounded face too. Anyway, okay, next, moving on. Then we have okay, these are going to be okay, these are definitely Semitic. This is going to be tough. Jordanian, Syrian, Iranian. What are their groups called? I want to say there's I don't know. Iranian, Kurd, Iranian, Armenian. The Armenoid, maybe, but this isn't like the typical Armenoid because they have like more long faces. They don't have this. If it was an Armenoid, it would go like, especially in the woman, go like, it would be more narrow of a face, but longer face than this, but a similar facial structure generally. And then there's something that's like the people that are here or something, they're like more Oriental and sort of Eurasian. They are even more narrow faced and longer faced. I don't know, like Greek. You think Greek? Maybe Cyprus? Maybe like a Cyprus? No, I don't think so. The Mediterranean, like the actual, because this isn't going to go off of like who's there now. Anyways, you're just trolling your Greek viewers. But this isn't going to go off of that because it's like, it is, it's talking about ancient populations, not like modern populations. And the modern populations are like different. Or different than that. I think they have like Assyroids. I think this is gonna be an ancient, like one of these. I don't know. I really don't know though. Like Greek, some Caucasian, Iranian mix, I guess, because they don't have like the Indian as much. Although, like, you can kind of see in the skull shape a little bit. She's got sort of the Aryan Indian sort of like whole thing going on. But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely more Armenoid, so it's going to be maybe Iranian. I guess Iranian, because it really is close to just the straight up Armenoid. The difference would be Turkmenistan, do you think? Going Iranian? Iraqi, final answer? It could be. If it's ancient populations, I'm not totally sure. The difference with the Armenoid is sort of like a more, I don't know. I think the jaw's pointier probably. And the face is a little bit more slim and less round on the female. And then on the male, the jaw is a little bit sharper on the bottom. North Iraq, not Iraqi. Girl does look Syrian. Yeah, but as an Asian population, like who are the Syrians? I mean, I guess that's a Assyroid. But the Assyroids are actually, I forget if Assyroid, I guess Assyroids would be here. Like here rather than here. Or am I wrong? No, I guess Damascus would be where the Assyroids are focused. So maybe this is like Iraqi, because this almost feels like a mix of Armenoid and Assyroid. I'm going to put it here. I'm just going to put it right in the middle of Syria. Dude, we missed! Afghani? Really? That's ancient Afghani. Really? Okay, am I crazy? What does an Assyroid look like then? Assyroid. Syrianoid, maybe it's a Syrianoid. Why is that not bringing anything up? Syrian people. Oh, I should say, what is it? What's the website where they get these from? I just had it open. I'll just look at phenotype. Assyroid. What do they look like? Okay, yeah, that's close. That's close. Dude, they're like those are just cousins. Dude, what the fuck? That's the same race. She just has her makeup done differently. They have different hairlines and different makeup. The male's slightly different. The male is very slightly different. The nose is, no, they're like slightly different colored. And his face on the right is a little bit wider. The chin's a little different. But that's, come on, like what the, they have different haircuts. All right, anyway. Indo-Iranid, that's what it was, okay. Relatively recent contact type with a position intermediate between Indo-Brachid and Iranid. Widespread in Pakistan, Iran, and Afghanistan, reaching to northern India in the east and Turkey in the west. Highest concentrations are found among the Balkis, Prawis, Pathans, Taran, Dewar, Pashto, Yagnobi, occasionally in Persians and Kurds. Bedouins and Samaritans not stabilized yet. Light to medium brown skin, straight or wavy, brown, black, plentiful hair. Rather tall, mesoscelic, endomorph to ectomorph. Brachycephalic, mildly orthocranic, rather small-headed, leptorine, prominent long nose, faces relatively wide and high, not as high-skulled as Indids and Iranids proper. Iranids proper. Indids and Iranids, not as high-skulled. Oh, like they have longer skulls? Named and defined Indo-Iranus by Geoffrey Regeri, as well as Hadan. Okay, the problem is we can't trust Middle Easterners to do that because they are going to be biased with their typings. But that's okay. That's fine. Okay, so these exist in Afghanistan, Pakistan, all the way up to Kyrgyzstan, Kuwait, not Syrian because the Syrids are there and here. All right, okay. All right, that is... Oh, is that Bontoid? Wait a second. I want to say that's Bontoid because they're like... They have these round faces. It's going to be like a Congo-ish people. It's going to be... Stop scamming, Jimbo. I'm not scamming. Scamming? Congoid? No, but there's Bantu. There's Bantu. There's northern, southern Bantu, I think. And then there's just Bantu proper. Maybe that's what it would be called. And then there's like, okay, this is going to be hard because then there's like 100 subgroups here. I can place this on a map. Walmartoid, Mozambiqueoid. Ethan Klein got a tattoo of Gila and it looks really bad and she doesn't like it. Poison, Botswana. Oh, you're telling chat, stop. Oh, I see. I thought you were accusing me of scamming. I thought that I had gotten donut and I was scamming. Okay. I understand. Thank you, Whippy. This is tough. The Bantu. So basically the Bantu just mogged everybody and killed everyone. But I want to say the Bantu aren't the fat ones. I want to say the Bantu are the ones that... I remember their picture. I think they have a shiny skull. I don't even remember exactly what the skull shape. I think it was more like alien and like shiny. So I think it's like... Instead of this blocky thing, it's like this. I think the Bantu is more like they're like gray aliens almost. And then there's there's like a Congoid, something like that. And then there's north and south versions of those. I want to say these are the slaves of the Bantu. Because the Bantu like conquered and took over the sort of round-faced ones. But I don't know. Cameroon. The Obongu. Khoisan were the slaves. Wakanoid. I think, okay, so Somalians are again sort of what I just described. Like, think of a Somalian pirate. They're more slim and have bigger, rounder heads. And the West Africans have these more blocky, fat heads, okay? And bigger lips, more like Michelle Obama than like a Somalian pirate. The Somalian pirates are like very predatory looking, like they'll fucking kill you. I'm the captain now kind of thing, you know what I mean? And so that's like the west versus east, like down here African thing. This could be somewhere in the middle. The Somalians, if I had to, I think the slimmer ones would probably be like here, with like this region, and then these fatter ones, thicker skulled ones are like here. So I'm gonna put it like here, and we're just gonna see what happens. Boom! West Congolese. Okay, Congolesid. Congolesid. Guineacid. African forest type, intermediate between Congolesid, Guineacid, and Sudanid, but with a variety of unique features common in southern Cameroon, Congo, western Central African Republic, and Gabon. Okay, these are actually all the way up to there too. Ghana, across the whole thing. Typified by Maka, Nijim, speakers also in Bamalik, Bassa, Ewando, Batanga, and Itan. Like, okay, think of Myron is more... Well, Myron's more like north, but Myron might be more like northeast. But this is what Fresh is. This is what Walter is. Okay? You see his fat ass head? This is Walter. I guess I don't think Myron's not really a Bontoid though, because he's like a slaver. Myron's more like a slaver race, like offshoot. But this is Walter. Dark brown, sometimes black skin, kinky hair, medium height to rather tall, brachiocephalic and an endomorph to mesomorph body, mesophalic, mildly hyposcranic, hyper platurine, occasionally funnel-shaped, relatively high-bridged nose, face and mouth wide with full lips, body hair relatively common, occiput flat, prognathy mild. Let's go. Score 3,000. Let's go. Okay. Whoa. Okay, real Eurasian. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, this is going to be harder because I don't think this is like a very prominent typing today, really. This is like an ancient typing. The spread of the Indo, and I mean that as in the Vedic to Arabic or Arab genes across the region is like erased this probably, but this might be like an actual Eurasian, like real Eurasian type. Like now these are occupied by more Arabic peoples because of multiple like empires, but this could be here. I guess this is like ancient, or I don't think that's what Ainu really look like. Tajik, she's so pretty. I've seen a dude like that before. Me too. I mean, the guy is very, I don't know. I mean, Japanese, like Asian. This is like a real Hapa race, for real. Tajiks are Iranian, not Asian. Is this like a Eurasian type? It has to be. But what type? Maybe like a northern Kazakhstan? Because when you go southern there, it's like very, very, very dark. Would this be like here? Inga? Dude, this is like real ass. But okay, but the only problem with putting it here is they don't resemble Armenians at all. They don't resemble the Armenian Armenoid race, which exists all around this region. And like they don't even look like they're mixed at all with that or related to that. They really look very Manchuria, like Western Chinese. Maybe. That's possible. They're not Tungid though. The eyes are like, if they were If they were East Asian, the eyes would be a lot slimmer. Like way more obvious. The Tungid, which is what like we think of, I think is here. Yeah, maybe like a Manchurian. Maybe like, or here. Maybe Manchuria's here, right? Manchuria's like right there. You're thinking maybe it's like a Slavic mixture. That would make sense. Bhutan, maybe Russian, Mongolians. Yes. Yes, Manchuria is north of Korea. Right. Maybe. Because they look, okay, there's Tungid or Tunid or Tunidoid, something like that. And then there's Sunid. Probably Tunid and Sunid. And those are like the two Asian types here. And this looks like a mix of those two and something else. Like this is very close to those. Looks like Lauren Chen. Yeah, it does. Yeah, you're right. This could exist there. This really could be like a subset. Jimbo trying to justify the Hapa race. Manchuria are Japanese rape victims. Well, we're talking about the populations that like they came from. We're talking about these are more ancient populations, like what you're thinking. They're pinker though. The other thing is they're pinker than those other types of Asians. Like they have, look at their cheeks. Like they have a very pink color. This is like a real fucking Hapa. This is like real Hapa shit. I want to mix races with Asian women. Well, you get this. This is real ass Hapa shit. Look at this. So Northern Asia, kind of, but they're not really pink like this. They're like, they don't have like rosy skin. Like North Asia, like Mongolia doesn't really have this. Oh, and even up here, they don't have this. Up here is more like they're very Asian eyes and very Asiatic here, but they're kind of a different color. But it's like obvious when they're them. I don't remember what any of those are called because they're all like there's like 10 types there. They're all just like slight variations of Tunid or something or Tungid. It just doesn't really look like anything in the region. That like it's confusing because it's more Tunid than Sunid. That's for sure. But I'm gonna put it Manchurian. I'm gonna put it like here. I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna throw it. They're just not that, but they're not that like Asian. But they're not really that Asian though. Because Asians are like, I don't know. I feel like in these, the Asians are always, I don't know how to put this. The eyelid thing, like it's very clear. Like you see, I mean, I guess that's there. I guess they kind of have that. But the eye shape is always kind of different, rounder. How is that not Asian? Just not that Asian. Like if you were comparing this to like a Tungid, you'd clearly see how this is a lot wider than a Tungid. Like this is way wider than a Tungid. Okay, proper Tungid. Like that's what I'm saying, dude. I don't, it's like, but it also doesn't have like the North Korean phenotype. Because like picture Kim Jong-un in your mind right now and hold him up to that person. Like that's a totally different race. That's so different. That's so fucking different because the Korean thing is like a blocky face like this kind of, and then the eyes wouldn't be like this. They'd be like rounder slits, if that makes sense. Like the shape of their eyes are not that round slits, and they don't have like super baggy things there. Listen, we've done a lot of studying of the Asiatic sub features, and these just aren't really like what I'm picturing when I think of a fucking tunid or like a Manchurian Korean or whatever. Like it's just not that. Like Kim Jong-un is like what the Manchurian Korean looks like. Mongoloid, Asmongold race. I mean, like then you're getting closer. Like maybe it's like Asmongold as like a Asian subtype. The other thing, dude, I just don't fucking know. Is this like an Asiatic like group that left? Are these like I don't think it's like any of these, because like down here, up here is a different thing. But I don't think it's any of those, because that is more Indonesian almost looking, like Pacifoid sort of thing. Then up here there's like cybroids or something, or I don't know what there's like 15 different subtypes to that. There's ones that live in the Urals. There's ones that live, or you're at Urals or somewhere here. There's ones that live over here. There's ones that live here, and they all have different like categories and names. And it's like this is something in the middle, but not really in the middle. Dude, this is like the hardest one ever, because if I get it wrong, you're all gonna like clown on me. You're all gonna be like, fucking idiot, stupid bitch, Jimboid, stupid fucking Jimboid. Can't guess a race correctly. And then it's like, all right, I'm racist. Uyghur, white, can't help himself, dude. And like the Eskinids or Eskinoids, they don't have the color. The coloring is insane. The color of their skin's crazy. Like that's just not Asian. That's just not fucking Asian. That's like so pinky and white. The Esquimid is like Mexican colored with like an Asian face. And it's almost like it's like, I don't know. It's like a whole other thing. It's so different than this. And like the closest thing to this is the Tunid, I think, or the Tungid, but not really though. It's Central Asian. This is the Nya, you are looking for trust. Hold on, let's see. Holy shit. That's close. That guy's like, oh wow, that is similar. Wow. Still a little different though. But you're thinking Siberian, like you could, yeah. No, you're right. Because the shape, yeah, the shape is exactly correct. Yeah, you're right. Holy shit. Dude, okay, I think it's going to be something like that. It's going to be like a Siberid. The thing is, okay, Siberid proper in their phenotype picture, I think looks like what you're picturing as a Native American more than what the Native Americans actually look like, which is weird. I don't know why that is, but more than what the actual Native American types actually look like, the Siberid looks more like that. And that's confusing because you'd think the Siberid would be like that type, would be that dude. Because there's so much diversity in that region that it's crazy that this exists. But yeah, I guess this has to be. I mean, that video is pretty convincing. Because there's even Asian haplogroups here. Like weird Asian haplogroups there. I guess I'll put it here. We'll just hope for the best. Damn. Okay, it is here. Mountain aerolid. But that's not what aerolids look like. Aerolids are so much more. Aerolids look like Chinese NPCs, dude. Like, that doesn't make sense. Mountain aerolid? The fuck does that mean? That's not what the aerolids look like. The aerolid women have like tiny round faces like this, and the men look like fucking business, like Chinese business NPCs. I swear. Hold on. Like look up aerolid phenotype. Dude, like, that's not, come on, that's not the fucking mountain aerolid. Dude. Those are completely different skulls. In every way. Do you see what I mean, though? Look at him. That looks like a randomly generated me Chinese businessman. Looks similar? Not even close. Looks similar. You're okay. I understand they're a different race, but use just your brain. Look at the shape of his skull and his features. The skull shape is entirely a different shape. He has a very round face in all, entirely. He has a very narrow, not rounded face at all. Like, this guy's head is almost a perfect egg shape, okay? This is not even close to an egg shape. This is like totally different. The eye shape is semi-similar, but not really. The brow ridge is different. The nose is totally different. The lips are totally different. Every part of this is a different person. Dude. Aerolid. And then there's a mountain aerolid. Dude, that's not even on my homework. Where the fuck is the mountain aerolid on my homework? All right, anyway. Tungid variety, weakly influenced by Turanid. Usually united with aerolid, but more mongoloid. Native to the Shan Shan Mountains of Kyrgyzstan. Whoever said that was right. In western China. Particularly common among Kyrgyz. Sporadically in Kazakhs, Yukuts, Uyghurs, Mongols, and related groups. I guess this is really everywhere. I wasn't that far off. I was right, though. It's not Manchurian. Light brown skin, straight, often black, sometimes light hair, dark, sometimes mixed eyes, medium height, macroscelic endomorph, mildly leptorine nose, brachycephalic, ime orthocranic, cheekbones very prominent, face broad, forehead often sloping, epicanthus as strong as in gobid, but face more profiled and body hair stronger. All right. Typed by, okay, thank you. Eichstead puts it in the Turanid, which I would agree. Or Tungid. This is the Nazi. Next. Okay, what the? These just look messed up. After looking at those other people, these just look messed up. Okay, another Asian. Dude, I don't fucking know, okay? Like, what is that? I don't know. I don't know what race that is. That's just not even I don't know. Fuck you. Get out of my life. Dude, what are they? What the fuck would that be? Peruvian? Brazilian? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Okay, now I need to readjust. This is like maybe Asian, but maybe like South American or something. Chinese, Brazilian, Chuddistan, Eskimo. That's not what Eskimo men look like at all. Dude. Maybe this does have to be more. No, maybe you're onto something, though. Maybe they have to be closer to an Eskin. Pacific. Maybe a Pacific subcategory. Romanian. You can just kind of say any group and add id or oid to it, and you're probably correct that there's one that's identified that way. that's called something like that. I feel like I don't know. I don't know, dude. What the? Yeah, it's gotta be. Okay, not Eskimoid as in like this Eskimo. Or Eskinoid. Or I guess these are like pygmies. Not like a Greenland one, but maybe like... I don't fucking know, dude. What time is it? 5:30? Okay, I don't really care about this one that much. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is some sort of... Honestly, I think whoever said Escamid, I doubted you. But... I don't know what else this could be. This looks like the mix between a Mexican and a like Slav Eurasian thing. So I'm just gonna say here. I'm gonna say here, 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 maybe up here, maybe the North Pole. Okay. All right, you were right. We were pretty close. I mean, 1,500 away, but pretty close. Not bad. Not horrible. That really only gives me a 1,900 score. Athbasket, Northern Pacific. Oh, I said that. Wait, I said Pacific. Heavily influenced by Sybrid, and Escamid. Admixture. Developed by relatively late migrations from Asia some millennia ago that swept into Proto-Pacific populations, typical from Alaska to the Canadian states of Yukon, the Northwestern Territories, and British Columbia. Common in Othboscan speakers like Atna, Carrier, Chicolotan. They need a better name. Othboscan is stupid. I don't know what that is. Escamid admixture in Chippewan and Gwitch. Light yellowish brown skin, straight, sometimes very dark brown, occasionally lighter hair, medium height, mesoskelic, endomorph. Sometimes mesomorph with long arms, mesobrachyphilic. Orthocranic. Leptorine, pronounced, usually straight nose. Face not as angular as in more southern varieties. Jaw massive, cheekbones weak, body hair moderate, slanted eyes common. All right. I've seen Romanians who look like that, yeah, but not the females. But you have to take both into account. Oh, Jew. That is a Levantine. That is a Semite of some sort. That's gonna be certainly somewhere here. You know, or maybe it could be an Armenoid like variety. Maybe Italian, North Africa, girls hot, Iraqi, Lebanese, North African. You think that's like a Moroccan? Or what kind of North African are we talking? It's definitely, it does have some med in there. Like, it really does, but I don't know. The facial shape is too narrow for it. Like, the facial shape, Tunisian, Berber, the facial shape is more like Orientaloid. But they don't really look Orientaloid. It's like a mixture. It's going to be an admixture of an Orientaloid and a Levantine something here, probably. I'm thinking like almost, they're just wider than, so they're like a bit mixed with that, but I don't know how so, because they're white. They're not really, it doesn't really give that. North African, Algerian, or Tunisian, Roman. They're not really a Roman look. It's more Jewish than Roman. They also don't really look, it's like, It's like whatever. Iranians, Persianoids. Like a Persianoid. It's like an Orientaloid and a Persianoid mixed with a whiteoid, with a fucking whiteoid. Because I feel like it's gonna be just something like this. It's gonna be something here. It's gonna be in this region. I'm certain of that. I just don't know what variety it would be. Like, I guess they're not that Jewish looking. Beige skin, African, Middle Eastern, most likely North African. Really think so? They're not really like dark. Cypressoid? No, Cypressoid would be more Turkish. They've been raped. It would just come across as that. I don't think they have the ancient populations of that very well because it's an island. The Armenoids, thing is, they don't really have the long faces. I'm torn between Iraq and Moroccan Algerian area. Really think so? Orientaloid. Gotta be something like that, but I don't know what. Maybe an Orientaloid and a Mediterroid? Because the face is more like that. So what would that be? Like Greek? Greekoid? Greesioid? Like a trans-Greesioid. Paleo... Grecoid, Cyprosian of the Sardinian variety. Levantine? Yeah, duh. I mean, it's mixed for sure with that, but yeah, you're right. It's got to be something on the in there. Sinico race? Kinda. Sort of a similar thing, probably. I think it's an Orientaloid mixed with either an Armenoid or a wait, did I say Orientaloid mixed with an Armenian race or the Mediterranean race? And that would place it here broadly. So we're, I guess, North African. But is it going to register as North African, though? Like, is it going to acknowledge that it's ancient North African? Or is it going to say, like, I'm wrong because it's fucking whatever? I'm just gonna put it here. It's somewhere in this fucking area. Okay? But it put the marker over there. Fuck off. Tripoli. Trans-Mediterranean. Am I right about its mixture? Orientaloid. Widespread Mediterranean subtype with many morphological features intermediate between Europe. Africanid and gracile Mediterranean, possibly a gracilized Euraphonicid. Holy, what is it saying? That spread west through ancient migrations that lasted up to antiquity. Phoenicians. Today, common in North Africa from Morocco to Egypt, with high concentrations in Tunisia and Algeria. Also in Western Arabia and Southern Liberia, sometimes Sicily, Sardinia, Canary Islands, and other parts of Southern Europe. Light, sometimes medium, yellowish brown skin, straight to curly brown black hair, often curlier than in Mediterranean or European Mediterraneans. More Jewish than European Mediterraneans because they're Phoenicians. Medium height, mesoscelic, ectomorph, dolicho, mesophallic, mildly hyposcranic with an oval, often long face, big eyes, and a straight hyperleptorine, high-bridged nose, facial features, relatively soft, forehead slightly sloping. Interesting. Okay, that's the giveaway. The skull shape's really the key. More or less is the lesson here. Okay, that's... Dude, now that's like a predator ring. Holy shit. This is going to be some sort of bontoid. I swear this has to be some form of bontoid. Come on. That's like... I don't think that's straight up like Somalian. Dude, that's like, that'd be scary. If you ran into those people, you're cooked. Zambian, maybe. Malawian. Super predator. It's like Somalian mixed with something more square looking. They're very dark though. Super predator chasing you with a spear. Yeah, they want it. These try to eat you. Maybe a Nilotid subtype, which is similar to Bonkoid. The Dinkaid are like the ultimate prey, and the Bantu are the ultimate predator. Basically, the Dinkaid get fucked up heavy by the Bantu. Ohio, Orc, Predator, Ethiopians. This has to be like a Nilotid subgroup of some kind, but I don't know how, which, like what variety. Super Chuckoid, New Ohioid, South of Ethiopioid, South Ethiopioid. Nilotid of the Southern Ethiopioid variety. Thing. Dude, that like straight up, that would be terrifying. If you ran into these people, you would be in danger. Being like cooked or something. I'm like fixated on Uganda, kinda. Ugandoid? Like a Ugandoid. Because Bantu are a little bit fatter faces than this. This is really more closer to like a Somaloid. But I know that I know what the Somaloid sort of skull looks like, or whatever the race is called. And it's not really like that. I think they're black. Yeah, but there's a bunch of different kinds. Called phrenology. It's called the study of skull shapes. It's very important. Like this is ectomorphic. This is an ectomorphic skull. You see, because it's so long and lean. It's an ectomorphic African. Whereas the Bantu are more mesomorphic. It's the Bantu are like a mixture of what did I just say? Ectomorph and mesomorph. Okay? The Bantoids are like, then you have like the really what's the other word? That one's there. And then I'm gonna say Ugandan. I'm putting it right on Uganda. That's the money. Oh fuck. Ethiopian. South Sudanese, Ethiopian, Kenyan, not quite Ugandan. Fuck. Isolated type of southwestern Ethiopia, northern Kenya. Probably belonging to a group of ancient Ethiopioids. Probably a relic of pre-Neolithic periods. Most common in speakers of the Almotic languages. Ari, Bana, Hamir, Kero, Turmi, and Irbor. The name derives from the Omo Valley of southern Ethiopia. Dark brown skin, kinky curly hair, ectomorph to mesomorphic, brachycephalic, medium to rather tall height, usually dactylocephalic, orthocranic, and relatively long face, mildly platyrine nose. The lips are full and cheekbones often prominent. Body hair is scant. Right? House got it. I know. Yeah. You do. Jeez, not another one of these. Okay, this is like Manchurian. I can do this quick. This is like Manchurian to like Chinese something. This is like this. Fuck! Yeah, I guess that's not really Kim Jong-un-esque. Chukianoid. Chukiangid. Yeah, I guess that's not really like the Manchurian is really like exactly what Kim Jong-un looks like. South Sinid proper subvariety named after Chukiangji River in South China. So South China, not Northern China. They actually do exist in Guangdong Thailand, Vietnam, Burma, the Philippines, all the way down to Malaysia, Indonesia. Wow, so that's really just like a Han Chinese E group. Huh. All right. Rare in southern Japanese, Koreans, millennia of colonization and trading dispersed it across Indochina and soon the islands. Yellow or olive, coppery brown skin with straight hair, rather short, macroscelic endomorph, mildly brachycephalic, mildly hyposcranic, short, mesarine or mildly platurine, round tip, depressed nose. The face is block shaped, relatively wide and flat, mouth large, lips thick, prognathy mild, eyes rather open, epicanthic folds common, body hair scant. You know? Okay, okay. Oh, wow. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I don't. This is taking a lot out of me. Okay, I don't fucking. What do you want from me? This is like Ethiopian. Ew, this is like Ethiopian, but maybe like closer to that. Oh shit! We're back. Okay, we're back. The less I think about it, the more accurate I am, huh? Ancient type that inhabited the southwestern Eritrean lowlands prior to the arrival of Ethiopoids, possibly resembles early out of Africa types, was still common from Kenya to Sudan. During historic times, some individuals may give a pseudo-Australoid impression, occasionally found in Kunama and Nara, but also Hara, Tigrinya, rarer in Oromo, Beja, and others. Dark, sometimes medium brown skin, kinky curly hair. Dude, have I gotten a dono this whole time? Are we at 47% on the dono goal? Bro, I gotta end this show. Let's get out of here. We've only got 20 minutes left anyway. But I shouldn't have kept going. It's already 5:40. Power to the live slash JimboZoomer if you like this show. Send in media. Send in whatever you want. Bankroll this show. Make it worthwhile to have done. Otherwise, fuck this. And we're out of here forever. If you've enjoyed the racist science, support it! It's only possible through the support of viewers like you. Dude, fuck this show. Alright, but I did kill it there. That was, you know. Yeah, is brokeoid. Yeah, true. Ain't that the truth? Alright, what is this? It's a very white group. It's like an alpinoid. Yeah, that's gonna be like... Really? Huh. Ponted, East Mediterranean type, sometimes associated with the ancient Scythians, Kurgans, and other steppe people. Common in the Balkans, especially Bulgaria, Macedonia, Greece, Thracian subvariety, Western Turkey, Ukraine, Southern Russia, Azerbaijan, Northwestern Iran, Northwest Persians, and Lurs. Parts of Mesopotamia, Chaldeans, Mandeans, Samaritans. Sporadically in Lithuania, Poland, Romania, Sicilia, Italy, Caucasus, and Arabia. Yo! Thank you, Roy!
What kind of ancient ethnicity is you?
Oh.
Linux Mint sent $15.
Yo, thank you, Linux Mint, with the big dono. I appreciate it. Let's go! Okay, now it's worth our while. Thank you! I knew the ancient racism would be...
I started when I was 10.
Scientific racism would be worthwhile.
But after I suffered a traumatic
brain
injury,
I don't know what it would be.
I got back into it.
Probably West African.
I found painting made me feel like I had accomplished
Central West African.
Considering all the things I wanted to that I couldn't. But these models really show me how much I've improved over the years, even though I haven't really painted all that much. We all have our reasons for this hobby. Mine being the sense of achievement I desperately need. #dopamine. And yours is probably something completely different. We all have different skill levels, but just because your model doesn't look as good as someone else's, doesn't mean it isn't valuable. Each model you paint shows dedication and discipline. Keep it up, brothers.
Have
a sweet ass day.
That's so wholesome. Fun. Jet Set Radio. Thank you, fellow Goy.
Fellow Goy sent $3.
Oh, hello, fellow Goy. Oh, curb your enthusiasm. How to be a Gentile. Gotta be a Gentile. True. Truth nuke. Truth nuke. Woo! So true. So true. Skin suiting whites, and he's totally correct, and he's totally right. Okay. Thank you for that big shout out. I appreciate it. Okay, now we're 73% of the way through the donut goal. So thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you've enjoyed the show and this segment especially because, dude, I figured you would because you were all racist chuds. Don't you like racist science and the measuring of skull shapes? Okay, what the fuck is that? Sorry, I shouldn't swear like that. I really should stop swearing. Okay, this is giving like Philippine, but not really. Like the guy's face is giving like what's the Philippine dictator? Kind of looks like him. But I don't think that's actually that. It's like two colors like wrong. Duerte, yeah, like Duerte or something. I feel like this is like South American, but like maybe a Mexican variety. Chilean, Mexican, what, bro? The woman definitely looks Guatemalan. I guess the guy too, really. I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's like the Peruvian, Chilean, this section because they have longer features. They have slightly less blocky and longer features. They're a lot more Semitic looking than this group and this guy. This is more yeah, you're probably Guatemala, somewhere around Guatemala probably. Maybe Bolivia, Peru? No, I don't think it's Peruvian. The Peruvians are like Andoids or something, and they are not, they're like longer features. They're more Semitic looking than that because they have more ancient Lamanite or ancient Jewish blood. So this is gonna be more like a central, dude, but not really though. Like not really the right color for them. They're like giving like Indian coloring, and I mean like Indian coloring, not like whatever Indian coloring. Not like American Indian coloring, but like red. Lamanites mentioned, not Mexican. Yeah, I just don't really think. Bolivian, Ecuadorian, Central or Mexican, not Mexican, Uruguay. Do not dot, not feather, Panama. They really do. They look colored like an Indian. But they look like South American or Native American. Playboys. You look like Playboy. What's up, Playboy? He really is giving like Philippine or Indonesian. Maybe Indonesia. Maybe an Indonesian subtype. Because the coloring, it's like, I feel like you get that from India. Those are chalupas, Chile or Peru. Now, I explained what Chile and Peru features look like. It's not really like they don't look that Asian though. Like I don't. What the fuck is Duerte? Like is he really like a Southern Mongoloid? Like he just doesn't really. Maybe I'm remembering what he looks like wrong though. But I just feel like he's not. I don't know. Not that Asian looking. No, the eyes are not Asian. Yeah, that's true. But there are ancient, here's the thing, there's ancient Malaysian populations that don't really have eyes that are Asian. Asiatic. Weird. The guy's eyes are kind of, well, they kind of are. That not Asian. But also, could this be like a pygmy type? Like, could this also be an Eskin? Probably not an Eskin. Ibanid type? No. Not really, because, like, I don't know. That would, like, lean more Asian, probably, than it would, like, I don't know. That coloring. Southern Peru or Chile? No, the more south you go, the more long featured they are. Like the face shape is more Mexican than it would be down here. Down here is longer features, like very not rounded like that. I mean, there's some rounded down there, but you start getting into longer featured South Americans. It could be South American. I mean, it's not impossible. It just the suspense is killing me. I just don't know. Do we go like some sort of weird Indian thing? Do I go for the South American? Do I go for, and then it's like, or North American, like Indioid, Native Americanoid? Is it a whatever, a Centralid subcategory? Honestly, maybe it's like a Californid. That actually could be. I wouldn't be surprised. It's just weird because there's a bunch of subtypes there. But the face shapes they don't have Asian eyes. They have a weird coloring where it'd have to be something. It'd have to be at the altitude of India. The latitude of India, not the altitude. The latitude of India. But they have the facial shape of a Pacifoid, like a southern Pacifoid, like a Californian. I'm gonna put it on Baja Peninsula. Let's see what happens. Oh shit! Oh fuck! W? Are they on Baja? Yeah, they are. Kinda. Sonorid. Okay, I've never heard of that. Margaret subtype. What's a Margaret? Native to the hot Sonora Desert of South Arizona and California, as well as northwestern Mexico, probably arrived with one of the earlier migrations to America. Today, typified by Pima Oldham and the Siri, more mixed in Yuma, Papagoa, Taipanico, and many other people in the southern U.S. and Mexico, probably played an important role in the extinct inhabitants of Baja California. These are ancient Bahanians. Yellow reddish, medium to dark brown skin, straight or wavy black hair. Rather tall, meso, sometimes macroscelic, ectomorph, sometimes endomorph. Mesoscephalic, mildly hyposcranic. Mesomorphine, straight or slightly convex nose. Lower face is pointed oval. More gracile and elongated compared to other Margate. Eyes usually not slanted. Interesting. All right. This is probably our last one. What do we have? What the? I don't know what that is. I don't know. This is closer to kind of what like Peruvian subtypes are, basically, and what. Not what you would think really, but like the Andes and the Patagonian types, but this is more Asian than the thing. These are a lot more Asian than the. Well, not really though. Peru, Uruguay, South America. I don't know why I was feeling Asian, because the facial shape is not Asian at all. But you see, okay, no. These are Lamanites. This is unironically a Lamanite. This is like evidence of the Book of Mormon. That is a fucking South American Jew. That is straight up. You can see the Levantine Semitic features, actually. That's crazy. That's like unironic evidence of the Book of Mormon. These are going to be Lima, Peru. Boom. Boom. The Andes. Most important and numerous Andes variety adapted to the high altitude of the Peruvian Ecuadorian Andes, typified by Quechua, the dominant element in the ancient Inca Empire, the largest in pre-Columbian America. Still the most numerous Native American type even today, with more than 10 million individuals. Medium, sometimes dark olive brown skin, with straight, sometimes wavy hair, short mesoscelic endomorph to mesomorph with large thorax. An adaptation to the high altitude, mesobrachycephalic, hypisgranic, rather small-headed, mildly leptorine, long, often hooked nose. Dude, this is unironic evidence of the Book of Mormon. They are straight up hook-nosed Jews that were made brown because they were cursed. Because they were wicked. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? That may appear orientaliform. Orientaliform! That's what the Jew type is. Well, that's what the Jew type's mixed with. That's what the today modern type is, an orientaloid mixed with a Mediterranean, sort of Levantine something there. I don't know what the word they would use. That's more or less it. Large and long face with marked features, especially in men, often giving a serious expression. Chin relatively prominent, forehead receding, eyes mildly slanted. Yep. Holy crap, it's real. They're fucking hooked nose Jews. And I'm saying that as a Jew. As a very Jewish person. Okay? Cursed. Nephite. Cursed. Okay, alright, we can get one more in. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's easy. That is going to be right here. What? Oh. Oh, wait. I am close. Yep. Tasmanian type. Yeah, that was easy. Yep. That was easy. I thought the ancient Israelites were white, though. Yeah, the ancient Israelites were white. The Lamanites were cursed by God and separated from the Nephites by making them dark. That's exactly my point. That's why they look like that. Because the Lamanites were cursed to separate the people so they wouldn't mix. Okay, now that is an Asian. No, that's a Mongol. No, that's a... Dude, that's a... Dude, what the... That is... Now that's Asian. Holy crap. That is Asian, right? Like, that's... I don't know. That's not really Mongoloid, though. The Mongoloid's like... Well, it depends. There's, like, different types of the Mongol. Because there's like... I think they call things Mongoloid, even outside Mongolia. Because it was a bigger thing previously. Like, the group moved around, obviously. So, maybe that's like a northern Mongoloid? Because the Mongols were like, you know, all over the place. So I think, I want to say they call this area South Mongoloid. Maybe this is Western Mongoloid, and then they probably have Northern Mongoloid, maybe a Mongoloid proper. Would this be Northern or Western Mongoloid? Would this maybe an Eastern Mongoloid? I don't know. Do they have an Eastern Mongoloid, maybe? Yakut? Yayoi? Classic? Closer to Korea? Korean? No. Well, maybe. Not really what you're saying, like you're saying here, this is Manchuria. Manchurians look like Kim Jong-un. That does not look like Kim Jong-un. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I mean, maybe there's multiple groups there. Maybe there's a group that I'm not really like aware of there or something. I don't know. Yakut, Siberian. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe because this is like more. This is more like This is like a more Asian sort of a Siberid. Because the Siberids are like one thing. Oh. Sorry, I was finding text. Yeah, I want to say it's like a Siberia, but more Asian. So maybe there's like another group in Manchuria, or maybe it's like here. Maybe it's like, I don't even know. I think the Siberians exist like here, here, and here. No, not here. Here. Dang, those small eyes. Yeah, those are like so Asian though. So it's like, I don't know. The Uralid, that'd be whiter than it would be that. So I don't think it's Uralid. Laotian? Maybe. That's possible. Laotian. There was a type that looked like Paultown, I remember. There was a type that looked like Paultown with in like a weird, like Asian way. And it... It kind of looks like that, but the eyes were like the other way. So it was kind of like, I don't know. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to put it right here. Confirm. Oh, shit! Amur. Okay, I have no idea. Amur Sakalin. Distinctive Tungid variety, probably split from neighboring types at the end of the Paleolithic. Native to parts of Sakhalin Amur region, typified by Nivkas, Ilyaks, mixed in Yolks, and rare in Oraks. Aluets. Nivik culture suffered heavily from Chinese Cossack influence. The type is present only in a few thousand today. Wow. That's rare. Wow, that's super rare. Oh, actually, it is out into even Canada. Or not Canada, I mean Alaska. Light yellowish brown skin with coarse, straight to wavy, usually black hair. Okay, let me look up this because I feel like this is related to the Paultown Asian type. I remember there's a Paultown Asian type. What was it called? It was like this. It was like in the same region, but it was like slightly different. It was more like Eskimo than this. I don't see it there. Hold on. We got to find this before I end. Oh. So that was like there. This one's like here. Hybrid. The subtype. That one, dude, that one. That one just gave me like Asian Paultown vibes. Because I feel like I feel like in that video where he's on the golf course, or that photo when he's on the golf course, he makes that face. That's right. There it is, Asian Paul. He kind of makes that smile in the eyes. Anyway, okay, with that, I gotta go ahead and wrap up the show. It's 6 o'clock, I gotta go. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the JZ. Thank you all for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed your lesson in phrenology. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed. We did pretty good. I mean, realistically, I think I did good. Right? I mean, there was some, I missed on some. I'm not gonna lie. There were some misses. I didn't have any idea on some of them. But relatively, like, in the area. And some of them, fantastic. Really done my homework. But it's in my intro.